All right, today we're going to tackle a word that can feel, well, a little out of reach: enlightenment. But what if I told you it's not about escaping the world, but about finding something amazing right in the middle of your everyday life? We're going to break down how to completely reimagine this ancient idea for the 21st century and make it something you can actually use. So here's the plan for our little journey today. First, we're going to redefine what enlightenment even means in a modern context. Then, we'll walk through 3 crucial steps: discovering your heart, finding peace inside it, and then actually developing it. And finally, we'll get to the big one: the ultimate purpose behind this whole process. First up, modern enlightenment. And let's be real, that word can sound pretty intimidating, right? So the very first thing we have to do is just throw out our old assumptions about what it is. When you hear the word enlightenment, what pops into your head? Is it this? Someone who has totally left society behind to go find some hidden spiritual truth? Well, the source material we're looking at today argues that this is exactly the idea we need to ditch. Yeah, the old way of thinking was that you had to go somewhere special, far away from all the noise of daily life. But the modern path? It's the complete opposite. It's something you find right in the middle of everything, at your job, with your family, exactly where you are right now. No mountain required. And get this, the word itself actually gives us a massive clue. In Japanese, enlightenment is satori. And when you look at the characters, they literally combine the words for my and heart. So you see, at its very core, enlightenment isn't some far-off mystical state. It's simply the act of knowing your own heart. And that is something anybody, anywhere, can set out to do. Okay, so if enlightenment is about knowing your heart, that means the journey has to start right here, inside you. So step 1 is discovering your heart, your true self. But how do you know when you've actually found it? Well, lucky for us, the source material gives us 2 really clear checkpoints. You know you're on the right track when you discover 2 fundamental forces operating inside you: love and good. And these aren't just some vague, fuzzy feelings. They have very specific meanings. First up, love. And it turns out it exists on 2 levels. What's called small love is that personal, tangible care you feel for your family, your friends, the people you work with, your immediate circle. But then there's great love. And that's bigger. It's this expansive wish for the well-being of all of society, or even all of humanity. And it's the exact same deal for good. Small good is all about your personal integrity, that deep desire to live an honorable life, one you can be proud of. Great good, on the other hand, is about courage, the will to stand up against large-scale injustices, even when it's hard, or even dangerous. Okay, I know this can sound a bit abstract, right? Love and good. So, to make this crystal clear, let's dive into this incredible story from our source about a philosopher named Mozi, who lived 2,500 years ago in China. So here's the deal. A neighboring kingdom develops this brand new weapon to invade Mozi's home state. When Mozi hears about this, he travels completely alone right into enemy territory. He gets a meeting with the king and, using little miniatures, he demonstrates that he's already figured out a defense for every single one of their attack strategies. He reveals that his followers back home are already prepared, which would make the whole invasion pointless. And just like that, he single-handedly stops a war. But, and this is the craziest part, on his way home, he gets caught in a huge rainstorm, and his own countrymen refused to give him shelter. They just saw a wet stranger and had no idea he had just saved all their lives. And this is where it all just clicks into place. Mozi's inner motivation, that deep, burning desire to protect his people, that was great love. And the outward action he took, using his incredible wisdom and courage to stop an unjust war, that was great good. See? He was driven by love, and he acted for good. All right, so that's step 1. Now let's move on to the second stage. Once you've started to discover these forces of love and good inside you, the next step is to achieve a state of inner peace, or what the speaker calls a calm heart. So how do you actually do that? Well, the source offers 2 really practical tools. For the little, everyday ripples of stress and frustration, you use reflection. But for those huge, stormy waves of life, the major hardships and crises, you need to cultivate something called an immovable mind. And what's so cool is that each of these methods is powered by a completely different core virtue. Everyday reflection is fueled by humility, the simple, honest ability to look at your own mistakes. But that immovable mind, that's fueled by conviction, that unshakable confidence that your path, the one rooted in love and good, is the right one, no matter what life throws at you.
But wait, having a peaceful heart isn't the finish line, not even close. Step 3 is all about development. It's about taking that inner peace and using it to grow, to expand your ability to make a real, positive impact on the world around you.
And the Source makes this absolutely brilliant distinction. A small saint might find their own personal peace by just retreating from the world's problems. But a great saint, they find a much deeper fulfillment by staying in the world, facing its challenges head on to bring happiness to as many people as they can. That is what it means to develop your heart. So what fuels this kind of growth? Well, think of it like two powerful engines. First, there's hope, a deep, profound belief in your own value and in the fundamental goodness of the universe. And second, there's courage, the will to act decisively, to push forward with your mission of love and good, even when it's hard. It's the exact same kind of courage Moses showed when he walked into that enemy camp all by himself. And when you start living with that kind of hope and courage, something pretty incredible starts to happen. The Source uses this beautiful metaphor. The vessel of your soul actually gets bigger. Your capacity to handle challenges, to influence others for the better, and to create real change in the world it expands dramatically. And all of this whole journey, it brings us to our final and maybe most important section, the ultimate purpose of it all. Why do this? Why discover and calm and develop your heart? What is it all really for? So when you step back and look at the whole path, you see this incredible progression, right? You start by discovering that core of love and good. You build inner peace through humility and conviction. You develop your soul through hope and courage. And all of it leads to one final powerful destination. And this, my friends, is the ultimate payoff. The true happiness of Satori isn't just a calm feeling. It's the deep, profound joy and power that comes from knowing exactly what your soul's unique mission is and having built the strength and the capacity to actually do it. It's about living a life of purpose, completely and totally. And this journey, from discovering your heart to developing your soul, is the modern path to finding that answer. And it leaves all of us with that ultimate question, not for some monk on a mountain, but for you, right here, right now.